Hello friends, my name is George, the nice medic gentleman. So winter is still at full swing out there, so it's cold, it's chilly, it's windy, temperatures are low, and if you care about your fragrances, then you know that in this type of weather you need a strong performing fragrance. So today I prepared a list of 10 fragrances that work very well in cold weather because they are that powerful. Now this list will include both cheap fragrances and designer fragrances. And I'll try to keep this video as short as possible, so let's get moving. I'm first going to get the cheapies out of the way, and I'm gonna start this list with two fragrances from the house of Latava. The first one is going to be the Latava Camera. Now if you don't know what this is a very sweet, very rich, very dense type of a fragrance. Here you get a very nice mix of vanilla, cinnamon, some spices, some woods, and a very nice boozy accord in here as well. As I said, it's very dense, it's very rich, very sweet, perfectly unisex, has great performance, both staying power on skin and projection as well, and will get you a lot of compliments. So if you are into sweet, boozy type of fragrances, then you definitely need to check out the Latava Camera. The second fragrance in today's video, and the second fragrance from the house of Latava, is going to be the Latava Opulent Oud. Now this is another sort of a unisex type of scent. Also I would call it sort of a niche type of scent as well. I find it a little bit challenging, especially in the opening. It's very spicy. There's a sort of a still wine note in the opening in here that lasts for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. After that, this dries down to a spicy, woody, sweet type of fragrance with a very prominent rose note in here as well. Has great performance, has very solid projection as well, and it is dirty cheap. So if you are into spicy and rosy type of fragrance with good performance, you definitely need to check out the Opulent Oud from the house of Latava. The third fragrance in today's list is going to be a fragrance from the house of Rosaceura, and that's the Rosaceura. Some people call this the Blue Monster. Now this is the type of fragrance that every different nose picks up some different notes in here, but what I pick up in this fragrance, there's a very interesting tomato leaf note in here. There's some rose, there's some cedar, some sandalwood, some leather, some amber as well. Some people say they pick up a tobacco note from this one, and I sort of agree with that as well. It's quite an interesting, maybe another sort of a challenging type of scent, niche type of scent, but it has superb performance and great projection. Now if I have to sort of explain the scent, how this smells in very short term, I would use the term super luxurious Arabic soap. That's how this one smells to me. But again, as I said, superb performance, superb projection, and it's relatively cheap, especially considering the very interesting scent profile and the great performance. The Rosaceura. At number 4 in today's list is going to be a fragrance from the house of Art Al Zafran that's called Midnight Oud. Now if you don't know what this is a clone of Amouage Interlude Man. You get very close to the original scent. I would say about maybe 95% close. It's that very spicy affair, you know. You got some oregano, some pimento, some bergamot in the opening, then on the dry down some amber, some woods, some patchouli, some sandalwood as well. As I said, very close to the original. Just be aware that this is sort of like the original. Again, another sort of a challenging type of scent, niche type of scent for sure. Now as far as the performance goes, this is nowhere close to the original, but since the original one, the original Interlude Man, is a monster performing fragrance, this one, having sort of a half of the performance, still makes it a beast. I easily get about 10 to 12 hours out of this one, with very strong projection in the first 2 to 3 hours, and it's dirty cheap. It costs around about $20. So if you are into spicy type of scents, spicy dark type of scents, then you should check out the Midnight Oud from the house of Art Al Zafran. And the last cheapie in this list, the last Middle Eastern or Arabic scent in this list, is going to be a fragrance from the house of Amarth, which is called the Amarth Craze. Now again, for those who don't know what this is a clone of Parfum de Marly's Pegasus, and it's a very nice clone of that fragrance. You get pretty much the same scent profile. You get some cumin, some bergamot in the opening as a top notes, and then this dries down to a very nice mix of almond, lavender, jasmine, some vanilla, some amber, some sandalwood as well in here. It's very unisex type of scent, sweet and a compliment together type of compliment getting type of scent. Has very good performance. I get about 8 to 9 hours with pretty strong projection in the first 2 hours. Again, dirty cheap, and as I said, a very good quality clone of Parfum de Marly's Pegasus. At number 5 is going to be Craze from Amarth. At number 6, and kicking off the designer part of this video, is going to be the Europe Homme EDP. Now this is a sort of more matured, slightly toned down version of the original Europe EDT. It's not as sweet, it's not as loud and not as strong performing as the original EDT, but still it's a very strong performer. I easily get 9 to 10 hours out of this one. The scent profile in here, you get hazelnut, you get cinnamon, you get the honey, very nice honey note. There's vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, vetiver. Again, as I said, sweet but slightly more mature type of sweetness compared to the original Europe EDT. At number 6 is the Europe Homme EDP. At number 7 in today's video is going to be the Givenchy Gentleman EDP. Now some people may be surprised by this entry, but for me personally the Givenchy Gentleman EDP has proven time and time again as a very strong performer. I easily get 9 to 10 hours out of this one with very good projection in the first 2 hours. This is a very sort of sophisticated, classy type of smell. What we got in this fragrance, we got a nice opening, spicy opening with black pepper, some lavender, some bergamot. Then this dries down to a very nice combination of iris, vanilla, tonka bean, some patchouli. As I said, very classy, very elegant type of fragrance with very good performance. At number 7, the Givenchy Gentleman EDP. At number 8 in today's video is going to be one of the best vanilla centered fragrances on the market, and that's the Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Now this fragrance has a very simple scent profile. Basically what you get here is a very nice mix of vanilla, benzoin with some bergamot in the opening and some slight smoky note somewhere throw in just for good measure. Now this is the only EDT concentrated fragrance in today's list, and yet this has very good performance. I easily get 9 to 10 hours out of this one with very strong projection in the first 2 to 3 hours. Also because of that very sweet vanilla scent profile, this is sort of a unisex type of fragrance. The only problem with this one is the fact that it's kind of hard to find lately on the market, and prices have gone really high for this one, unfortunately. But if you are into vanilla fragrances, then you definitely need to check out the Mercedes Club Black. At number 9 in today's video is going to be a fragrance from the house of Dior, and that's going to be the Sauvage Elixir. Now this is basically the original Sauvage DNA with some added sweetness, some added performance, and some added sort of a old school barbershopy vibe to it. Imagine the original Sauvage EDT on steroids, basically what you get here. You get cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, lavender, patchouli, amber. Very strong performer. Easily 11 to 12 hours of performance out of it with very strong projection in the first 2 to 3 hours. Also this is a compliment monster as well. So if you are into the original Sauvage EDT DNA and you like to get compliments plus an added great performance, you definitely need to check out the Sauvage Elixir from Dior. Now the only problem with this fragrance is that it's expensive, but now it's already started to pop up at some discounters, so you should check out online for some good deals on the Elixir. And at number 10 in today's video, you can't do a winter type of scent video without including this one of the all-time classic men's scents, winter scents. It's going to be the Spice Bomb Extreme from Viktor and Rolf. As we all know, a fantastic blend of some vanilla, some tobacco, and lots of spices, as the name suggests. Very nice, very sweet, very rich, very cozy type of fragrance. A fantastic compliment getting fragrance as well. Women like it when men are wearing this one. Has great performance and great projection. Again, as I said, and has this, of course, the one of the most emblematic type of bottle designs out there as well. The grenade. The Spice Bomb Extreme is a fantastic winter scent, and it has a place in every winter top 10 kind of video. So at number 10, the Spice Bomb Extreme from Viktor and Rolf. And so that was all for today's video. Today I showed you 10 strong fragrances that have no problem beating the cold weather outside. I hope that you found this video interesting or helpful. As usual, if you did, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, stay safe, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye bye.